Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome, and if you've been here before, then welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a spruce, bringing in some, not spruce, that's the wrong word, bringing in some home decor bits on a budget. So like my thrift finds, I need to get them out. I want to put some more florals in. So I want to get rid of my winter decor, which I've just started doing, and now bringing in some other colours. I'm not quite ready to go into spring. It's kind of transition between winter and spring, and there's that gap in between, if you know what I mean. So what I want to do is start bringing in my creams, my golds, a bit of pampas, things like that to kind of transition us into the spring, where then the colours start coming in, if you know what I mean. So excuse me, I've got a bit of a croaky voice today. So I'm going to start doing that. I want to bring in the thrift finds, so we're literally revamping our rooms on a budget. So using things from the pound shop, using things from Home Bargains, using things from our thrift stores, upcycling things, just to inject a bit of glam into our rooms without breaking the budget, without breaking our bank accounts, and without doing any structural or complete renovation. So I'm not going to be painting any walls, you know, Sean's not going to be painting in here whatsoever. I just want to inject a few little bits of high-end elements to give it that glam feel. Feel. Anyway, grab yourselves a drink and let's get into the video. So my plan is, guys, so as you can see here, I've already put my little DIY project, which was from the pound shop, on the wall already. I'm going to add some a nice display on there. Over here, I'm going to have add my thrift vase and fill that with some, maybe a little bit of pampas, maybe not. But I just want to show you how I adhered this to the wall. Right, so let me just show you. Now, this is the frame from the pound shop. I've upcycled it by adding some gold to it. This is what I wanted to do. Now, the problem I have with the Unibond strips here, if I put them on this frame now, around here, because there is a lip, these little strips are going to lay on here and not go onto the wall, because of the frame edging will sit on the wall, so it's not going to sit flush. So what I need to do, then just get a little tiny piece. You can have a bit of cardboard. I've got a bit of poster board here, and I'm going to literally glue it on the top. So I'm going to have one on the top and one on the bottom. So I'm just going to get a bit of glue. And then I'm literally just going to place it on, hold it on for a second, so it sticks down nicely, so it adheres to it. Make sure there's no debris on there or dust. Get your little strips. Place one near the top. Just tap it down a little bit so it adheres again. And then I'm going to do one on the bottom. Now, because these are really light, you only will need two, so one on each end, or you can put one on each side, whatever's easiest for you. But these are really light, so they're going to hold this really nice. And now I'm going to go and fit it over on the wall with the other one. Right, I've already added one on there, so now I'm going to do the second one. So this is my other one. And I've kind of eyeballed it, so I don't know whether this is even level. Various pampas grass and dry bits and pieces. This is all stuff I've had. Some of it I bought from charity shops. The vase I upcycled myself. The vase was from a charity shop and I sprayed it and did a technique using elastic bands. And I'll link that video up in the cards for you. And this one is my latest thrift find, which I got from a charity shop. Cost me, it was £6, and I just love it. So I'm going to give this one a clean up. I've put some florals in here as they all fall out because I was experimenting to see what colours I wanted. So what I'm going to do is literally fill my sink with warm soap and water, and add a bit. I may paint it over with some white, which I am kind of thinking of doing. But for the moment, I just want to give it a good wipe over. So I'm just going to chuck some foam bits in the bottom so that when I put the spruces on the top of the stems, they elevate a little bit, so they can become a little bit higher. So I've got loads of little bits of foam. They fit in there. Yeah, some of it does, some of it doesn't. I can kind of break that up a bit. Yep. And then a couple more to push it in. So these are the ones I bought from Hobbycraft, you know what I mean. They were £2.50 from a fiver. They're kind of a champagne kind of gold. They're the palm leaves. So let's see how far, yeah, so they need to be taller. They're not actually sitting in there how I want them. So let me see how long they are. That one's not too bad. Let's do that one last. Okay, so we'll put some of the ones at the back. pots. I just think they're such good value for money. You can use them for candle holders, you can use them for, you know, plant pots or however you want. And again, the back of this unit, I mean, to be honest with you, I actually don't even need these shelves. They're dust collectors. I don't need them to be there. I don't use them for anything. So again, another idea I had was to block it in and then just have this whole front as just a backdrop, if you like. So that's again another kind of thing I'm toying with. So watch this space on that, because that video will be coming up. I've just got to work out how I'm going to do it, but for the meantime, I've just got a couple of those there just to sit there for the moment, and see how we get on with that. So what I'm going to do with these is recover the tops, because these are quite dirty now. We've had them for a while. I can probably clean them all, which is fine, but I actually think I'm going to recover them, but I want like a really nice fluffy, you know, like a really fluffy rug to go over them. I may even just buy a nice couple of little fluffy small rugs and just drape them over the top, rather than trying to recover them, because you probably need all the right tools to do this, and I'm not that good at things like, you know, putting the buttons in the middle and stuff like that. Then the other thing I'm going to do is also cover this. So I'm going to do a contrast of the two colours. So I want nice kind of soft material to go around here to cover this up, and the fluffy rug on the top, possibly something like that. So I'm going to do those two as well. They're going to be done. I'm going to possibly paint the legs, because the legs on the bottom are there a dark wood, and I've got no dark wood in here whatsoever. So I'm possibly going to paint those as well, baby white. So they're going to be upcycled. Again, that is going to be a really cheap project to do. The material I'm going to use around there is going to be offcuts. I might go to a charity shop and see if there's any offcuts I can use. I can use a throw. I've got a staple gun, so that's going to be relatively easy. I'm just working out what I'm going to do with the two tops. So that's going to be up and coming project's going to be for that. We've spoken about that. That's what I'm going to do there. And then above that, I've got the canvases where I'm going to do my pictures. Again, I'm already in the process of doing that. I'm playing around with ideas on how I want to do it. So I'm going to have two up there. So that kind of features that off a little bit, and that's going to give that a little bit of a revamp. If I bring you closer here for the lamps, now you can't tell so much for the colour because the light in here is really bad. It's really sunny out, so it's causing a bit of a shadow over this side of the room, but these are like a gold effect. But what I'd like is taller ones or longer ones like that, with maybe some crystals hanging off. I need to glam these up because they're very plain, and or I do something completely different and buy a whole new lamp, but I don't want to do that. I don't really don't want to buy more lamps. The height is fine for me, but I just need it to be slightly taller. So I'm going to do something with those as well. This is my next little thrift find. So this was £4, and this was a lampshade, and I'm going to use it as a vase. So I'm going to give this a clean up as well. I was going to put it in the dishwasher, but because of the crack here, hairline crack just there, I'm a bit worried that it's going to smash. So I'm literally going to wipe it over with warm soapy water. Give it a good wipe round. Stand it in there gently and then rinse it off. Let's take the label off. So let's just stand it on here for a second and let that dry off. And then I can put some nice flowers in there, and I'm going to put those kind of here. guys, there you can see, so we've got our little pictures up on the wall over here. I've got my thrift find over there with some stems and, you know, odds and sods really, and a couple of bits in the sale from Hobbycraft. Then we've got a lovely tablescape there, just a decoration again. This is stuff I've had on hand. My little candle holders, which are there, are from the thrift shop as well. They are LSA from Devon's, really expensive. And I got 2 of them, so I put one, I'll bring the camera around, skews the sun and the shadow. The sun's really bright. My little pampas arrangement in, again, my thrifted vase, and I've upcycled that myself. Again, this is stuff I had on hand. And then my last little upcycle, which we didn't do anything to it, is the thrifted vase, which is not a vase, it's a lampshade, and that's in the last video I think I did, or the one before that, and I'll link it up for you as well so you can have a little look. And then these are just florals, what I've had on hand myself, with a touch of pampas in there as well. Well guys, that wraps up this video for today. Just a few little tips and tricks for you on how to upcycle things. A couple of the things are from the pound shop. My frames on the wall there, which I've done a bit of gold on them from the pound shop. So that really cost me probably £1 each for the frames. A bit of glue stick from Glue Gun, hardly anything, and some gold paint around the edges there. That's it. So that's a super easy thing to do. My floral arrangements, obviously this is a thrift find. The other bowl, the lampshade, a thrift find. The florals, yes, I've got on hand, but you can buy inexpensive florals, and my go-to place is The Range. And exactly what it says, The Range, they do a huge range of artificial flowers, and they are super brilliant. Honestly, the quality is fantastic. They're very reasonably priced. In fact, you can probably go to like maybe local thrift shops as well, or any thrift shop, and find artificial flowers in there. I know that one of my shops down the road has their, artificial flowers in their window. They're not the colours for me, hence why I haven't bought them, but you can find them. So have a little search about. Boot sales will be coming up. My season of boot sale starts in May, so definitely check out your boot sales as well for local, second-hand stuff. That's what you need. So have a root around in your house, see what you've got, because you can definitely glam up your house if you want to, or give it a bit of an upcycle, give it a bit of a revamp on a budget, because, you know, times are hard, so we need to use what we got, and that's really what I'm doing here. Anyway, guys, take care. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click on the like button and, you know, all of that stuff, all of that jazz, if you like. And if you're a crafter and you want to get involved in crafting, I'll leave all the social media links below to my Facebook groups. I've got a couple of Facebook groups, but one of them is a paid group. The other one is free to join. The one which is free to join is called Stay at Home Crafts, and it's basically a crafting Facebook page group where you can go and add your crafts on there, links to your businesses if you've got an online shop and you physically make your things. Post everything on there. I'll link everything down below for you. And on that note, guys, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.